Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria, also known as the Colombian Drug Lord, elected as member of the Chamber of Representatives of Colombia, leader of the most successful drugs cartel of all times, the wealthiest criminal in history, with an estimated known net worth of $30 billion and approximately $100 billion, including money he had buried in different places throughout Colombia. He was also one of the 10 richest men in the world. So, how did he turn into Pablo Escobar, the drug lord? Well, Escobar's childhood ambition was to become a millionaire, and with the time the crazy idea to become president. As a teenager on the streets of Medellin, he began his criminal career by allegedly stealing gravestones and sending them down for resale to smugglers. A few years later, in 1975, Pablo started developing his cocaine operation, when he later got 15 new and bigger airplanes, including a Learjet and 6 helicopters and his own ranch, Hacienda Nápoles. Soon the demand for cocaine was skyrocketing in the United States, and Pablo organized more smuggling shipments, routes, and distribution networks in South Florida, California, and other parts of the country. At one point, it was estimated that 70 to 80 tons of cocaine were being shipped from Colombia to the United States every month. But by consequence of earning so much money, his career as a cruel, ruthless, and inhuman criminal grew too. Corruption and intimidation characterized Escobar's dealing with the Colombian system. He had an effective, inescapable policy in dealing with law enforcement and the government, referred to as plata o plomo, money or bullets. Its execution resulted in the deaths of hundreds of individuals, including civilians, policemen, and state officials. At the same time, Escobar bribed countless government officials, judges, and other politicians. Escobar was allegedly responsible for the 1989 murder of Colombian presidential candidate Luis Carlos Galán, one of 3 assassinated candidates who were all competing in the same election, as well as the bombing of Avianca Flight 203 and the DAS building bombing in Bogota in 1989. After the assassination of Luis Carlos Galán, the administration of Cesar Gaviria moved against Escobar and the drug cartels. Eventually, the government negotiated with Escobar, convincing him to surrender and cease all criminal activity in exchange for a reduced sentence and preferential treatment during his captivity. So Escobar was confined in what became his own luxurious private prison, La Catedral. But Escobar continued his criminal activities while he was in jail. When the government found out that Escobar was still operating his drug business from within La Catedral, it attempted to move him to a more conventional jail. However, Escobar's influence allowed him to discover the plan in advance and make a well-timed escape. While he was out, he lost his power, his partners were arrested or killed, and he was the most wanted criminal. So he had to hide. He couldn't keep his business, and he ended up living in a middle-class neighborhood where he finally was found and killed.